Yes, Ray.
We're talking deep cleans today, and I understand another name for that is actually an impact clean.
That's correct.
Sounds kind of violent.
Well, it can be. It can be violence because, you got to clean up the mess.
Well, where does this start, and why is it important to small cleaning company owners?
It's not just important to small businesses. It could be any size business. Usually what happens is you get a call from a client or a prospect at this point, and that prospect wants you to bid on the cleaning. The cleaning company never gets a job because it's clean. Nobody is looking to have a cleaning service come in unless the building is filthy.
So when you've gotten this offer, you should actually expect a problem.
Yes.
There's something hiding there.
When you're walking in the door, unless the other company went out of business, pretty much it's going to be, this building is going to be bad.
Okay.
And over the years, I've seen various levels of dirty. As we joked in one episode about, it looks like Frankenstein's castle with all the dust and all the cobwebs.
The Frankenstein castle. All right. So what does the business owner expect? They've gotten this offer. Hey, we need you to come in and bid the job, get the job done, just come in. What are the warning signs, and what really should they expect when they're called on for that?
What I usually do with a prospect, I'll take a general look. If it's not too bad, I may just not even say anything and just, hey, we'll fix it in the first week's thing, and not even tell the prospect that, hey, this is what we're going to do. But most of the time, a building's in really rough shape. So I will break it to the individual on a walkthrough and say, well, I can see why you're looking at outsourcing this to somebody else because the building's in rough shape. Would you like me to include a impact clean or a deep clean to start? And they usually ask me, well, what's that? And it's to try to bring a baseline up quicker, because if you are just going to do maintenance cleans, which is what they're looking for from a clean service on a daily basis, these impact cleans go in and actually do a more thorough cleaning. It might include washing walls, windowsills, windows, getting all the fingerprints from years of handprints on doors, the dust that's probably not been removed, maybe even cleaning of the carpets, the refinishing of the floors, the scrubbing of the ceramic tile in the restrooms and the entryways, things like that. The areas that are usually let go, because a vacuum cleaner is not going to remove the embedded salt in the Northeast that's in a carpet. You actually have to work at getting that out.
Okay, so it sounds like this is an opportunity for that cleaning company owner either to get some additional upfront payment above and beyond what a normal monthly service would be, or weekly service, whatever that schedule is, and the opportunity to maybe get some additional customer loyalty if you go, I'll absorb it, I'll roll it in. What way should they be thinking, and why?
I would say try to get the money upfront.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to them the situation. We had a company that had been in a building for 30 years. The last 7 years, they had the same custodial service. That custodial service was maybe, trash and dash, if that, because they said most of the time they didn't even realize that their trash baskets had been emptied. They had bought a building that had been a former machine shop, so you could still smell all the lubricants in the air. Mm-hmm. So we realized that going into this place, just to even get the lubricants out of the air, one of the things we're going to have to do is wash all of their walls. And you could see all the oily, sticky dirt that holds all that lubricant smell that was causing the problem. Mm-hmm. So we went in, and of course, if I'm washing walls and they're concrete walls at that, it takes a little bit more time than a painted wall.
Yeah.
So, you have to understand how to do your bidding and estimating correctly. But at the end of the day, we went in and we did this deep cleaning. We came in with a much bigger crew than normal. It probably was almost 3 times what their monthly bill would be for normal cleaning service. Plus, we were able to shampoo all the carpets, and we were able to resurface and scrub all the floors. And the owner of the business was stunned that his building could look that clean, because the other service said that it could never get to a certain level, and we got it there.
So on that topic, the business owner was surprised at the results.
Correct.
Very pleased at the results.
And I tried to set a bar that we're on the same page, and we exceeded what he thought he was going to get in return for the money.
Okay. When you presented him the impact clean cost,
it was sticker shock.
Okay. But how did he feel about it once the service was completed?
He says, I would have been willing to pay more if I knew this is what the final result was.
Okay. For our small business owner who might be concerned with actually getting the work or losing a prospect because they don't want to lose them on price.
That goes back to a podcast we had on value. what is your value? And you have to be able to paint that picture to the client so they can see that value, as well as have, if they ask for references, have the right companies that can step in and say, yes, this is what our monthly fee is, but we would gladly be able to pay them more because of the service that they're giving us. Because that's what makes the difference between an everyday company that's just kind of there,
Right.
and a company that really cares about what the end result is going to be in building those long-term customer relationships.
Okay. If they're concerned with how to structure this, both on paper, in a document, and as a conversation, because not everyone is the most confident or comfortable salesperson, contact you.
Oh, contact me. I'll give them the confidence.
Thanks, Joel.
You're welcome.